Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Trubisky to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
58, come on. 3 buns.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Quick the edge. Come. Then we're going to 53.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I got you.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the 1st quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that.
And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shift. Watch the shift.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Check. 59. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. Wide in.
It's been a long day.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. It's free. It's free.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
What do you think?
Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Get there.
Hey, kill.
58 to Mike. Let him know.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 43. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check. Crunch. Watch out. Showing it. Sponge. Never go kill. Check 4. Joker. Hey, watch that. Rotate. Spell.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go, 46.
Slam. Get it all. West. Check 13. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right.
26.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Go ahead.
In the face.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Pick it up.
Back. Hey, kill. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Great job, man.
Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
You got blocked, Lee. Check.
Hands up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Bandit.
On second down and 4, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
He's checking, he's checking. 47. Deuce, 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 deuce. 26, 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Out, 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 out. We're going to 54. Why in? We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
They go play action here on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's our time.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Come on. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Everyone, you got 4. 4 down.
1st down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This is Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill, 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 kill. Check, 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 check. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Marr is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Alert, 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 alert.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Alert, 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 alert.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Chicago.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And some room to roam now. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it
This allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to pass.
There we go, kill. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. I'm coming.
They play foul. He's going to look deep down the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always motivation before a big scene. Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient.
Observed over the years in the NFL, the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
For Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the Bears' 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
47.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And 2.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go, 47. 58's the mic. Who's it? 58, boys. 58. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They go to Elliott again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go. Get out there. Nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 58, boys. 58 is Mike.
Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Hey, kill.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
There we go, kill.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
I 26.
Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Elliott, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Here we go, 46.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
26.
Prescott on third and goal. Oh, Prescott stripped. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The kick by Maher is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back now in Arlington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Watch the slant.
Kill.
Red,
6'6", bullet high. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
180!
Crunch time, defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's see what you got. Check.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This time, Trubisky will throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. On first down, Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 32-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
You got to step it up. Go 58 to the mic. We ain't giving up nothing.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put into next week? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Hey, kill.
Check, 59.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Well, Prescott here to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And escapes the sack. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 85 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Here we go. Right in.
It's 59. Mike to 59. I know he ain't got it.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.